Today we're going to make this easy Valentine handprint hug craft.
For today's craft, you're going to need some glue, scissors, a pencil, some markers, crayons, or pencil crayons in different colors. Here I'm using blacks and purples and red. Some paper. You get to decide whatever colors you would like to use. So for this one here, I used purple for this hand, red for this hand, and white for the middle. White is going to be the longest piece of paper that we are going to use. So grab whatever colors you have, grab the coloring utensils you have, some scissors, some glue, a pencil, and let's get started. The first thing you want to decide is what colors you want your hands to be on each side. So I want one in red and I want one in pink this time. Last time I did purple and red. The easiest way is to put those two pieces of paper together. Put your hand down, trace it. Cut them both out together. Some people find that tricky, so you can just trace one and cut one, trace the second one and cut the second one, whatever is going to work for you. So just take your pencil, put it on top of one of your pieces of paper to get started, and then you can decide what you're going to do after in terms of whether you're cutting both, and just gently going around your fingers. You don't have to get into every nook and cranny. You're just making long, thin ovals. And once you have that hand traced, you're going to cut it out. Now you can see I'm keeping this page secure underneath so I can cut both of them out. That can be a little bit tricky. So if you want to just do one at a time, go ahead. And then we'll meet back here when you have two of your hands traced and cut out. Go ahead. I'm now going to take my white piece of paper. I'm putting long side left to right, short side top to bottom, and I'm going to fold it over once, and I'm actually going to do it again. So I'm going to bring this bottom back up so it's a little bit more narrow here. When I open that up, I'm going to have a few cut lines. Now I don't need all of this paper, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by cutting in the middle. So the cut line is in the middle. That's the fold line there. Then I'm going to cut, oops, try to do that carefully. I'm going to cut this one. Now these are the two strips I need. I can use this for another craft, so I'll just put that to the side. I'm going to take these two and I'm going to glue one end to the other. So the long end here to this end here. So we have this strip done. Now we're going to go back to our hand. You're going to choose which hand is in front. So one of these hands is going to be in the front. One is in the back of your little hug because you're going to be able to see this one better. So I think I'll choose my red for the front. And because I'm choosing red for the front, where I'm going to write my message, I want to choose pink for the heart that I'm going to put on there. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of my pink, cut a little piece off here. I'm going to fold that in half, and here on the fold line, I'm going to put my fingers and I'm going to draw half a heart. So I'm going to come up, around, into a tip. Then I'm going to cut that out. So there we go. I'm going to take that heart and I'm going to glue it in the middle of my hand. And then you can use a pencil for this just in case you make any mistakes. I'm going to use a marker, or you can join me and use a marker, whatever is going to work for you. I'm actually going to put this extra piece of paper underneath just in case it goes through. And I'm going to write I with my marker. Now I'm using black. Choose a marker, crayon, a pencil, and then go over top of it in whatever color you want. There's already love, and then you. And it looks like my marker is running out, so I'm going to have to get a new marker. Now that I have I love you, what I'm going to do next is this is going to eventually go on this end. This hand is going to go on the other end, and then it's going to say I love you so much, or it can be like I love you very much. You can decide. So I'm going to take some of my colors here And you can use a pencil, a crayon, a marker, a pencil crayon, whatever you're going to use. It's up to you. And I'm going to write I love you. So here's I love you, and then so be cute. You could even do these little O's with little hearts. I'm going to switch up the color. And I'm going to write much. And for much, I'm going to write it in capital letters. And I'm going to switch up my final color. So I love you so much, and then you can go ahead and decorate that kind of in whatever way you want. You can be creative with that. Once it's decorated the way that you like, then we're going to start to fold over. So I'm just going to fold forward and then back, just like a little accordion. And then it goes forward and then it goes back. So it's going under. Then it's going forward, and it's going under. Now, if you're not sure how wide to make this, I make it about 2 finger spaces. So it's about 2 finger spaces when I'm folding, and I just keep going back and forward. So it's going back behind, so it's under like this, and then over top. And don't worry that I have extra paper. We're gonna trim off what we don't need, so don't worry. I'm gonna fold, 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 fold. When I open that up, and now I'm going to cut off anything I don't need. So I have this little space that will be where I'm gluing. I don't need this little extra space, so I'm going to cut that off. This is where I will put my glue. So I'm going to cut off any extra. And then I'm going to glue. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this side. And I'm going to glue that in behind my hand here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to glue my other hand. And there we go. It can actually just go all together like this. Your hands lay on top of one another as a little surprise. So it just says, I love you. Wait, no, I love you so much. Can be like a little hug. And feel free to decorate this side if you would like. It's completely up to you. If you enjoyed this craft, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.